Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the GXSimmer. We are on chapter 11 of Nina and Amanda. And you know something? I've always wanted to do a Christmas episode, and that's what we're doing today. So as I said, this is a Christmas episode, and as you can see, Nina is on the treadmill, and she is talking to her agent on the other end. So basically, it's a couple of weeks before Christmas, say about 3 or 4 weeks. Let's listen in to Nina's conversation with her agent.
A kid's book? Nina, you don't write kids. You don't write books for kids.
Her agent stood on the other end of the phone.
You write Hot and Heavy and Tartosa, Lost Desire, and so forth. But a kid's book?
It's for my kid, Rachel, Nina says, running on her treadmill with the phone propped up on a mount. Come on, you'll know they'll go for it. My name alone will sell it.
I don't know. Your publishers want you to work on that romance series you promised for the Love Network. They have a huge contract they want you to sign. It's worth millions. A kid's book? Nina, this could be a career killer.
I told you I didn't want to commit to that series, and I didn't promise them I haven't signed that contract. But this book? I know my publishers are coming into fourth quarter soon, so make the deal, Nina growls. Take care of this, Rachel. That's what I pay you for.
Nina, you're asking me to do the impossible.
Rachel says back. Bullshit, Nina growls.
Nina, really?
You know how many fans I have. You don't think some of those fans don't have kids? I'm telling you, it will sell, just in time for Christmas too. Do this for me. And if they make the deal, I have one caveat.
What is it?
Rachel sighs out. I get the first print in a hardcover, leather-bound, gold print edition with large type and reinforced spine. And I mean real gold, $14,000 minimum, Nina says. I want it embossed on the cover, and I get it before release. It's my kid's Christmas present.
Nina, that's going to cost. They're not going to go for that.
Rachel says. For what I have pulled them, in sales and commissions, they can afford it. Get it done, Rachel. If it's a deal breaker, pull it from my damn royalties. I don't care. It's for my kid. That's what I want.
Nina, I don't know about this. My boss will have my head.
Rachel, you make a hell of a salary because of me, and not to mention your commissions. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Get it done, Nina says.
Yes, Nina.
Call me when the deal has gone through, Nina says.
What's the title?
Rachel groans. Working title is Daisy the Magic Cow, Nina says. Rachel was silent on the other end and then said with a snicker,
Magic cows? What? Does the damn thing fly?
Nina huffs and says quickly, Listen, Santa's reindeer gets sick on Christmas Eve. Santa has to make an emergency landing on a farm. A little girl named Carrie lets Santa feed magic corn to her cow, and the cow pulls the sleigh, thus saving Christmas.
A cow,
Rachel says.
that saves Christmas? So not only did you write a kid's book, you wrote a Christmas story on top of it?
You heard me, Nina says.
Got it. Talk soon.
Rachel says in a huff. Don't let me down, Rachel, Nina says.
Yeah.
Rachel says she hangs up. On Christmas Eve, Carrie woke up excited and ran downstairs. Nina and she had set up a tree the week before, and loads of presents were under it. Carrie loved Christmas. This year, she would be spending Christmas with Amanda, and maybe Tony too if he didn't have to work. But as always, the tradition was if she was spending it with Amanda, she could open her presents from Nina on Christmas Eve. She was told that Santa would drop off the rest of the presents at Mommy's house so that she would have them on Christmas morning. But today, Nina had a special gift for Carrie, and she couldn't wait to share it with her. Nina was waiting in the living room wearing her long-sleeved red sweater and jeans, watching her excited daughter run in. Can we? You know the drill, Nina says with a chuckle. Carrie runs over to the tree and starts looking, opening present after present. Whoa, these are great. Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you like your gifts, but I think you'll like this one even more, Nina says. She hands her a square present wrapped up in gold with red ribbons and a red bow on top. Carrie takes it with excitement, and a wide smile crosses her face as she rips it open and jumps up and down. "You did it, Mom! You wrote my book!" "Yes, I did," Nina says with a smile. Carrie smiles at the title on the front of the book, which is embossed in gold. "Carrie's Cow Saves Christmas?" A tear rolls out of her eye. "Open it," Nina says gently with a smile. Carrie opens the book, and her smile gets even wider. "For my daughter Carrie, this is your book, written for you to have all your life and share with your children and their children too. I love you. Love always, Mommy." Carrie starts to cry and hugs her mother with one arm, with her book under the other. "Will you read it to me?" Nina nods and takes her by the hand where they cuddle on the couch. She begins the story and smiles. Carrie is enthralled with every turn of the page. Excitement is all over her face. And as Nina finishes up the book, Carrie is absolutely amazed. "I love it! That's amazing! Can I show Mom and Tony too?" Carrie says. "Of course," Nina says. "And this book is very special because it was the first one. It's called a first edition. It's also hardcover, bound in leather with a reinforced spine to keep it strong. And that gold you see, that's real gold. And it's yours." "I love it, Mom. I promise to take very good care of it always. Now it's time for my present to you." "Your present?" Nina asks. "Yes, to you. You and Mom always give me gifts. We leave milk and cookies for Santa. So shouldn't you get gifts too? I got gifts from Mom and Tony too." "That's very kind of you," Nina says. "Isn't Christmas about giving?" Carrie asks. "Yes, it is," Nina says. "So let me give you a gift too." Carrie goes under the tree and picks up a small box, wrapped in red and green packaging with a bow. Nina is surprised when she opens it, and Carrie smiles. "Oh, honey, it's lovely," Nina says with a tear. "I know you miss your Mom and Dad, so this angel will remind you they are watching over you," Carrie says. "Merry Christmas, Mommy." "Oh, sweetheart," Nina says through tears as she hugs her. "Thank you. I will treasure it always, but how did you buy this?" "I asked Mommy if I did chores around the apartment, if I could have an allowance, and Mom said yes. Then I asked Grandpa if I could help at his house, and he said yes. And you give me an allowance too. Then I had birthday money, so I saved my money and bought gifts for everyone." Nina is amazed at the thoughtfulness of the child, and she hugs her. "I love you so much, my darling, and I'm so proud of you. That was very kind of you." "Thank you, Mommy," Carrie says. "But you should get in the shower and get dressed. You have to leave for your mom soon," Nina says. "Okay. Hey, Mom, are you going to Grandma and Grandpa's too later?" "No, honey," Nina says. "I have work to catch up on. All your cousins will be there. You'll have a lot of fun." "But won't you be lonely?" Carrie asks. "Oh, honey, I'll be fine. Don't you worry. The Love Network has a marathon on my favorite soap, so I'll catch up on Darien Scorpion's adventures," Nina says with a laugh. "Okay," she says as she hugs her mother again and goes up the stairs. Nina sighs and sits in her chair, flicking on the TV. Amanda loves Christmas, and she was happy that this year she had Carrie for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The tree looked beautiful in her apartment. She cleared a small corner and bought a 5-foot-high tree. It looked lovely. Tony helped decorate, and he made a very special eggnog for them. The lights on the tree blinked gently. He was coming over later with a surprise for Carrie. Amanda could only imagine. "Merry Christmas, Mom," Carrie says excitedly, hugging her mother with a book underneath her arm. "Merry Christmas, sweetheart," Amanda says. "What a lovely book you have." "Mommy gave it to me. It's my book. She wrote it for me. Do you want to see?" Carrie asks, holding it up for her mother to look at. Amanda shuts the door of the apartment and takes the book from her. It's lovely, leather-bound with gold lettering and design. She opens it and laughs at the title. "Carrie's Cow Saves Christmas?" "Yeah, isn't it fantastic?" Carrie asks. "Yeah, it is," Amanda says as she sits down on the couch and turns the page, almost tearing up, reading the dedication. "That's so lovely," she says. "Mommy said this copy is the first one they printed, and it was bound in leather with a strong spine, and see that gold? That's real gold, Mom. She wants me to have this all my life for my kids and my grandkids," Carrie said. Amanda smiles and nods, running her hand across it. This is a beautiful gift, Carrie. You must take very good care of it so it lasts forever. I promise I will. Okay, go and put your stuff in the bedroom and get your sleeping bag set up. Then come out here. I've got bean chili for dinner, and later we have hot cocoa. So cool, Carrie says as she goes into the bedroom. Amanda places the book down gently on the coffee table and goes over to the kitchen where the chili is simmering. There's a knock on the door, and Carrie runs into the living room. I'll get it. Hold it. Ask who it is first, Amanda asks.
Who is it?
Ho, 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 comes the reply. Mom! Mom, it's Santa! Well, let Santa in. It's cold outside, Amanda says. Carrie opens the door, and there is Santa Claus in his red suit and red cap with a long white beard carrying a sack. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Carrie! How are you tonight? Why, thank you, Carrie, Santa says as he comes in and puts down his sack. Why didn't you come down the chimney? Carrie asks. Well, because your fireplace is gas, and you don't have a chimney. Ho, ho, ho! I seem to have presents here for just you, your mom, and a guy named Tony. Is he here? No, he's at work still, Carrie says. Well, I'll leave him something anyway, he says as he hands her the presents one by one.
Can I open mine now? Carrie asks.
Well, you know, Carrie, Christmas is tomorrow, Santa says. He's right, you know, Amanda says with a smirk, wishing she had taken a picture of Santa. Well, I must go now, Santa says. Hey, I don't see any milk or cookies. Well, what about some of that chili, Amanda? Oh, yeah, sure, Santa, Amanda says as she goes into the kitchen and gives him a bowl with a quick kiss on the cheek.
You kissed Santa Claus! That song is right, Carrie says.
Amanda laughs and says, Merry Christmas, Santa. Enjoy the chili. Merry Christmas, everyone, Santa says as he picks his sack up and goes out the door saying, ho, ho, ho. A few minutes later, there's another knock on the door, and Carrie asks, Who is it? Hey, it's Tony. She opens the door, and there's Tony wearing a blue sweatshirt and gray sweatpants eating a bowl of chili. Hey, Carrie. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tony. Hey, did you know who was just here? Carrie asks.
I do, he says as he comes in. I just talked to Santa Claus. He asked me if I wanted some chili because he had to go. He told me he left you some presents and some for your mom and me. How about that? Merry Christmas, Amanda says as she gives him a quick kiss on the cheek.
Tony, guess what?
Mommy kissed Santa Claus, Carrie says. Carrie, Amanda says. Well, she did, Tony asks. Well, you know, we are friends, Carrie. It's okay.
It is?
Sure. There's such a thing as a friendly kiss after all, Tony says.
Oh, that's good, Carrie says.
Hey, let's eat. I'm sorry if I started without you, but that chili smelled too good when Santa gave it to me. It's okay, Tony. I know how much you like chili, Amanda says. Got any cilantro? Always put the cilantro at the end. It intensifies the flavor, especially with black bean chili. I'm glad I taught you that recipe. Got it. And yes, I bought fresh today, Amanda says with a smirk. Carrie takes a bite and then smiles. This is so good, Mom. You're right. You're right, Tony. Cilantro does make it better. But at the end, and always has a garnish, gives it a nice flavor, he says as he makes a motion with his hand as if he's wafting up flavor. Carrie giggles and everyone enjoys their meal. After dinner, they watch a Christmas movie together, and Amanda says, Okay, you, bed. Now, Amanda says to Carrie. Got it, Carrie says. Say goodnight to us. Good night to us, Carrie repeats with a giggle. Come here, you, Tony says as he reaches for her and gives her a hug and a kiss. Good night. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tony.
I love you, she says. Tony smiles as he says, Yeah, I love you too, kid. Amanda hugs her daughter and gives her a kiss, saying, Good night, sweetheart. Merry Christmas. Go brush your teeth and get in your sleeping bag. I'll come in a minute.
Night, Mom. I love you.
This was a fun Christmas Eve for me, Tony says. Usually I work at the bar, filling in. I'm glad I spent it with you two. Me too, Amanda says. And Santa coming by? That was amazing. Of course, it's Christmas. I'll be right back. I'm going to tuck her in. I'll get the wine, he says. Great. After she tucks Carrie in, Amanda comes back and sits down on the couch as Tony hands her a glass of red wine. I have a present for you, she says. Really? You want to give it to me now? Not wait until tomorrow morning? He asks. Yes, I do, because now I'm ready, she says with a smile. You're ready? Are you ready for what? Oh, you mean that you want to? Yeah, Amanda says with a nod. I want to be your girlfriend. And I want you as my boyfriend or partner or whatever you want to call it. Tony, He puts a finger over her lips and smiles. No, not yet. I want to save that for a special night. If you allow me. Because I've always known it. I do. So much. And I know you do too, she says. That's true. But when I say it, it'll be for the first time to you. And I want that to be on a very special occasion that you never forget for the rest of your life, he whispers. Amanda nods and says, also, I want you to live with me. Will you? He smiles as he puts the wine down and says, you really want to? She nods. I want to. I want to be with you and share my life with you. I mean, we pretty much are now, but hey, we could save a bundle by shacking up, huh? He laughs at her joke. Yeah. Yeah, we could. More so. The last face I see at night is the first one I want to see in the morning. And I want it to be yours every day. It will be. And I want the same, she says. Oh, God, I want to tell you how much But I will wait for you to say that. I know that's important to you. But I do feel it in every part of my body and soul. So do I. I knew it the first night we met, Amanda. I felt it the first night in Selva Dorada, while I was in your bed, or gazing into those beautiful brown eyes of yours. I've been falling hard ever since. I love everything about you, and I love your daughter. She is so special and sweet. She kisses him and he holds her. I wish you could stay, she whispers. I'll sleep on the couch, he whispers. We have so many nights ahead of us. I'm glad our first night together as a couple is Christmas. And it's right here. And in the morning, we'll tell Carrie together. She's going to be so happy for us, Amanda said with a wide smile. I would love that, he says as he kisses her. And I'll make sure that the coffee is made. I know how you are about that. Thanks. Oh, are all those presents under the tree? She asks quickly. He nods. Yeah, I took them all from the apartment. That was a good idea to stash them there. Good, Amanda says. Hey, why don't we just cozy up here for a while? Watch the fire. Snuggle. Just be together, he asks. Okay, she says as he kisses her. Merry Christmas. That's where we're leaving off today. I hope that you enjoyed Chapter 11 of Nina and Amanda. We are going to take a short break from the series because I've got a couple of videos I want to share with you. I've been working on these builds for quite a while, and I can't wait to share them with you. I think they're really great, and I had a lot of fun. And I just bought for rent, so I'm really curious to see how things work with this expansion, and I will be sharing that with you as well. Thank you for joining me on the live last week for Chapter 10, and we will be doing that again real soon, I promise. And if you like today's content, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, click the notifications bell so you always know when we're coming out with new content. The channel keeps growing. It's all because of you. This little channel is getting bigger and bigger, and I have all of you to thank for that, and I thank you profusely. And from the bottom of my heart, that means so much to me. Until next time, this is the GXSimmer. I hope that you have a great day or night, and I will see you very shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.